Top 10 transfer to game world Manhwa or Manhua. Are you a fan of Manhwa or Manhua? If so, then you are in for a treat. Today, we'll be discussing the top 10 Manhwa or Manhua that have been transferred to a game-like world. Whether you are looking for adventure, mystery, or a little bit of romance, these stories have something for just about everyone. Starting off with our number 10, Return of the Triple S Class Ranker. Loken was the king of violence who was the most powerful in the virtual reality game called The Lord. Unfortunately, he lost everything when an enemy guild put out an assassination order. To his surprise, when he awoke the next time, he had gone back in time 3 years ago. This time he is determined to take back what he lost. A new story begins as Roken, who time travel, fights his way back to the top in a savage manner. This manhwa is really something special. The protagonist takes the virtual reality game really seriously and is reincarnated for a small reason. He works hard to become powerful faster. His wild personality is really cool. The plotline is familiar, but the execution is on another level. The artwork is beautiful and the fight scenes are really satisfying. If you like VR MMO genre, this is a must-try. Number 9. Ranker's Return 2021. The MC was already a great gamer in the arena before he quit 2 years ago due to boredom. But now he has returned to make money to pay for his dad's hospital bills and his family's living expenses. He is able to level up quickly, thanks to pre-existing knowledge of the game, and he has been fortunate enough to get jackpots and high-level quests. So far, I have read up to chapter 21 and I am waiting for the updates. The plot is light-hearted and enjoyable, but it doesn't give me the thrill that I'm looking for. The MC's character development is also good, as his laid-back nature and confidence make him amusing. However, I wish I could see him struggle more and then level up using the phrase "mada mada" as a way of expressing his determination. Instead, he just remains chill and uses his prior knowledge to solve in-game problems. Number 8. Murim Login. Murim Login, as the title implies, is an isekai manhwa where the protagonist is sent to a virtual reality game set in a martial arts world. Jin Taekyung begins as a weak and clueless individual who works to become the most powerful player. Unlike many other manhwa, Taekyung is able to bring back the skills and strength he acquired in the game of the real world. He could easily live as a hunter with his extraordinary martial arts abilities, but due to his strong connections to the non-player characters he befriended, he returns to the game of his own will. Therefore, Taekyung is still one of the most powerful characters in the manhwa, making it highly entertaining and one of the best Murim manhwa. Number 7. Mystic Musketeer. This narrative follows a young veteran with a disability who regains his enthusiasm for long-range weapons in a medieval MMO. It follows a standard leveling up storyline similar to legendary Moonlight Sculptor but with less hardship. He meets an instructor for the unpopular Musketeer class and takes part in a challenge guild war between his real-life friend and other in-game friends. I am hoping the manhwa continues to stay balanced and not take the same route as Moonlight Sculptor, as it has enough interesting characters and world-building elements to make for an enjoyable and gripping story. Number 6. The Game That I Came From. Tianyong Land is a game where players can get their powers in real life and become awakened. Ling Si is an orphan who steps into a glitch in the game, sending him 3 years back into the past. Determined to change his destiny, Ling Si uses his experience to be the first and strongest awakened. The art really complements the RPG feel of the series and provides a futuristic feeling. There are multiple tones used in the colors and the shades are well shaded. The characters other than the MC are the classical admiring members of the MC's party. Some character growth throughout the series. This series is a very decent read. Moving on to our number 5, the King of Gaming Bugs. Computer game programmer, Xander Song spends his days suffering under his abusive boss and cruel co-workers. Tasked with debugging a new video game called New Realm, Xander instead transforms the bugs into Easter eggs for only the worthiest of players to uncover. One fateful day, reality rewrites itself and merges with New Realm. Thrust into a whole new world, Xander must find his way among desperate players while beating dangerous bosses. Will Xander's knowledge of the game be enough to survive? Or will it be game over before he knows it? Pretty interesting, and the plot is classic, but I am hooked and I want to have the next chapters. Number 4. The tutorial is too tough. Lee Ho-jae had given up his life as a pro gamer until one day he received a mysterious message. Congratulations, you have been invited to the tutorial world. Intrigued, he enters the game and confidently chooses Hell difficulty, but soon learns that he is trapped there. With a mere 0.01% survival rate, Ho-jae must somehow overcome the game's agonizing challenges to figure out the real reason he was invited. This tutorial may be tough, but its secrets are what's truly hellacious. The drawings are sometimes good, but there are many imperfections. I consider it bad personally, but that may be too harsh since many things are enjoyable to look at. I 100% recommend it for the psychological aspect, the action scenes, and the leveling up process. Number 3. Overgeared. I have worked hard to read this story, and I can honestly say that the deeper you delve, the more captivating it becomes. There has been a great deal of character growth for Greed, the protagonist. He was a selfish who took loans to buy virtual items in the game Satisfy, and his family had lost faith in him. However, he has since become more multidimensional and humane, helping his family out when they face debt, cherishing his friends, and being less of a jerk. Although he still has a penchant for money, his transformation began when he stole a book that gave him the legendary class Bagma's successor and became a blacksmith swordsman, and later achieved the Overgeared status due to his misfortune, confounding even the game developers. Overall, this series is outstanding. Number 2. The Gourmet Gamer. When he lost his ability to taste and smell, Yi Reem's life as a chef ended. Just as he's sinking deeper and deeper into depression, Reem discovers real and incredibly immersive VR game that simulates all 5 senses. There, he is able to regain his senses of taste and smell. Not only that, but he can cook too. Although he does need to hunt his own monstrous ingredients down, now Reem is here to cook up delicious food, hunt some dangerous monsters, and maybe even build a whole new legacy along the way. Welcome to Yi Reem's new family as Rice, the Gourmet Gamer. The story is really great, it knows how to connect VR with real life well, and the story is really interesting. And finally, number 1. The Strongest Florist. The Strongest Florist, a humorous action-packed manhwa from authors Kum Tata and Hyun Hoo-ju, features Jae-ho, a character with a groove exterior yet a longing to become a florist. Despite being pressured by his father to become a mixed martial artist, he finds solace in the game New World, where he can pursue his desires without any judgment. Art is decent. It's better than most manhwas but pales in comparison to great manhwas. Overall, his story is original and I look forward to the next chapter. It is kind of wholesome seeing a guy who loves flowers pursue his passions. So there you have it, the top 10 manhwa or manhua that have been transferred to a game-like world. Whether you're looking for a thrilling adventure, a complex mystery, or a romantic journey, these stories have something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? Pick up one of these manhwa or manhua and be transported to a world of excitement and mystery.